Before I start with the numericals, just write down the formulas that we are going to use in the numericals, right? So starting from acceleration, that is v minus u upon t, fine. Second one is v is equals to u plus at, then s is equals to ut plus half at square, v square is equals to u square plus 2as, right? After that, momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Then force is a rate of change in momentum. Force is m v minus u upon t. Force is mass into acceleration, right? After that, conservation of momentum. If you talk about conservation of momentum, that is m1 u1 plus m2 u2, that will be equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, right? So these are the formulas that we are going to use in the numericals, right? So let's start with the first question. The first question is, how much momentum will a dumbbell of mass 10 kilogram of mass 10 kilogram transfer to the floor if it falls from a height of 80 centimeter. Take its downward acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. Fine. So the question is, how much momentum will a dumbbell of mass 10 kilograms, so the mass is 10 kilogram, transfer to the floor if it falls from a height of 80 centimeter? Height means its displacement, that is s is equals to 80 centimeter. We need to convert it into SI units. So 80 upon 100, it becomes 0.8 meters, right? And its downward acceleration is 10 meter per second square, means acceleration is 10 meter per second square. So mass is given, displacement is there, and acceleration is there. Fine. Now the dumbbell falls from a height, means initially dumbbell was at rest, means initial velocity of the dumbbell is 0. Fine. Now the question is, how much momentum will a dumbbell of mass transfer to the floor? We need to calculate momentum. Momentum is, according to the formula, momentum is mass into velocity. We're given with mass in this question, but we don't know the final velocity. So first of all, we need to calculate the value of v. After that, we can put this value in this relation to calculate the value of momentum. Fine. Now we have s, we have a, we have u. We need to calculate v, but we don't have time. So first two equations of motion we can't use to solve this question because we don't have time in this, right? So according to the third equation of motion, v square is equals to u square plus 2as. It becomes v square is equals to, the value of u is 0, to the value of a is 10. Find the value of s is 0.8, right? So it becomes V square is equals to 20 into 0.8, that becomes 16 meter per second. This is the value of V square. We need to calculate the value of V. So V becomes under root 16, that is 4 meter per second, right? So the value of V becomes 4 meter per second. Now the value of momentum is mass into velocity. The value of mass is, that is 10, velocity is 4. So the momentum that transfers, that is 40 kilogram meter per second. Kilogram meter per second is the SI unit of momentum. For mass it is kilogram, velocity meter per second. So kilogram meter per second is the SI unit of momentum. Is that clear, everyone? Good. Okay. So next question is, write down write down the next question. An an object of mass 1 kg traveling in a straight line with a velocity of 10 meter per second, velocity of 10 meter per second, collides with and sticks to a stationary wooden block of mass 5 kilogram, full stop, then they both move off together together in same straight line, full stop. Calculate the total momentum just before impact and just after the impact. Fine. Calculate the velocity of combined object. Fine. So according to the question, an object of mass 1 kg is traveling in a straight line. So here is your object which has mass 1 kg, right? It is traveling in a straight line with the velocity of 10 meter per second. Initial velocity is 10 meter per second. Collides and sticks to a stationary wooden block. Here is your stationary wooden block whose mass is 5 kilogram. According to the question, the mass of the wooden block is 5 kilogram and the initial velocity of this object is 0. U1 is the initial velocity of the first object. U2 is the initial velocity of the second object. This is 0 because it is stationary, right? So it collides and sticks to a stationary wooden block of mass 5 kg, right? Then they both move off together in the same straight line. Means now they both together move in a same straight line. Correct? So mass is 1 kilogram and 5, right? So question is, calculate the total momentum just before the impact, just after the impact, and calculate the velocity of combined object. Means here is your combined object. Now suppose they both are moving with velocity v. Means in this case v1 is equals to v2 is equals to v, because they both are moving with same velocity. They stick together and moving with the same velocity. We need to calculate this v. Clear? Right. So the total momentum before impact. Total momentum before impact. So here is total momentum before impact is mass into initial velocity plus mass into initial velocity of the second object. So the total momentum before impact means before collision, that is m1u1 plus m2u2 according to the law of conservation of momentum. Initial momentum is m1u1 plus m2u2. Now put the values. Mass, that is 1 kilogram, into velocity is 10 meter per second, plus m2 is 5 into the initial velocity of the second object is 0. Clear? So it becomes 1 into 10, that is 10 kilogram meter per second, plus 5 into 0, it becomes 0. So 10 kilogram meter per second is the total momentum before collision, means before impact, right? So here is the momentum before impact. But according to the law of conservation of momentum, total momentum before impact should be equal to total momentum after impact. Means total momentum before impact is 10 kilogram meter per second. This should be equal to total momentum after impact. Means after collision the momentum is same, that is 10 kilogram meter per second. So till now we have solved total momentum before collision and total momentum after collision. Now the question is, the next part is, calculate the combined velocity. According to the conservation of momentum, m1u1 plus m2u2 is equals to m1v1 plus m2v2. So m1u1 plus m2u2 is 10 kilogram meter per second. It is 10. That will be equal to m1 plus m2, because v1 and v2, according to the question, they both move with the same velocity now. So v1 v2 is v, right? So from both the terms, common is v. v1 and v2, they both are same, that is equals to v, right? So this implies 10 is equals to, the value of m1 is 1, the value of m2 is 5 into v, right? So it becomes 10 is equals to 6v, or you can say v is equals to 10 upon 6, which is equals to approximately 1.67 meter per second. Is that clear, everyone? All of you? I'm repeating again. So according to the question is, an object of mass 1 kg. First object m1 is 1 kg. Second object is of 5 kilogram. Fine. Its initial velocity is 10 meter per second. Its initial velocity is 0 because the object is stationary. Fine. Clear? So the question is, after collision, they stick together and move with the same velocity. Clear? So total momentum before collision is m1u1 plus m2u2. Just put the values. The answer is 10 kilogram meter per second. Fine. And we know that according to the law of conservation of momentum, the total momentum before collision should be equal to total momentum after collision. So the total momentum before collision is equals to total momentum after collision. So total momentum before collision is 10. So the total momentum after collision is same 10 kilogram meter per second. Now the last part of this question is calculate the velocity of combined object. Means when they stick together, they are moving with the same velocity, right? Means m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Their both velocities become vv. So m1 plus m2, v is common. So we need to calculate this v. So according to the conservation of momentum, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, right? Just put the values. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is 10 is equals to m1 plus m2 into v, right? Just put the values. m1 is 1, m2 is 5. 1 plus 5 becomes 6. 10 upon 6 becomes 1.67 into 10, 1.67 meter per second. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear, everyone? Great. Good. So, just solve this question. I'm giving you next question. The question is, an object, an object of mass 100 kilogram is accelerated uniformly from velocity of 5 meter per second to 8 meter per second in 6 seconds. Calculate the initial and final momentum of the object. Also find the magnitude of the force exerted on the object, right? So object of mass 100 kg is accelerated uniformly from velocity of 5 meter per second to 8 meter per second. Means initial velocity is 5 meter per second and final velocity is 8 meter per second in 6 seconds. Time is 6 seconds. So you need to calculate final momentum means m into v, initial momentum that is m into u, and magnitude of force F is equals to m v minus u upon t. Just put the values and calculate the values of momentum and force. Solve it. force is 50 Newton. Okay. What about momentum? P1 and P2? Momentum 800 kilogram. It's not kilogram, kilogram meter per second. P2 is mass is 100 and the final velocity is 8. So 8 into 100, it becomes 800 kilogram meter per second. SI unit of momentum is kilogram meter per second. Initial momentum, mass into initial velocity, that is 5, it becomes 500 kilogram meter per second. Right? To calculate the value of force, the value of M is 100, V is 8, U is 5, time is 6. So it becomes 100 into 3 upon 6 to 50. So 50 Newton is the correct answer of force. You can use this formula also. F is equals to P2 minus P1 upon T, because you have calculated P2 and P1. That is 800 minus 500 upon 6. That is 300 upon 6, which is equals to 15. Is that clear, everyone? All of you? Great. Good. Write down the next question. The question is, a hammer of mass 500 gram moving at 50 meter per second strikes a nail, full stop. The nail stops the hammer in a very short time of 0.01 second, full stop. What is the force of the nail on hammer? Solve it. Fine. According to the question, hammer of mass 500 gram, that is 500 upon 1000, which is equals to 0.5 kilogram, moving at 50 meter per second, means initial velocity is 50 meter per second, strikes a nail, and the nail stops the hammer, means the final velocity of the hammer becomes 0. Time is 0.01 second. What is the force of the nail on the hammer? You need to calculate the value of force. Fine. Use the formula F is equals to mv minus u upon t. Put the values and calculate the value of force. The value of F is positive or negative? Sure. Check your answer. The value of M is 0.5. The value of V is 0. The value of U is 50. Time is 0.01. So it becomes 0.5 into minus 50 upon 0.01, right? Which is equals to 0.5 into minus 50 into 100. So this becomes 0.5 into 50 is 25, minus 25 into 100 is minus 2500 Newton. Check your answer. Answer should be negative. Force, the value of force should be negative because it is a retarding force. Have you all done? Right. So last question. One more question. The question is a bullet of mass 10 gram traveling horizontally with a velocity of 150 meter per second strikes a stationary wooden block and comes to rest in 0.03 second. Calculate the distance of penetration of bullet into the block, full stop. Also calculate the magnitude of force exerted by wooden block on bullet, right? So according to the question, a bullet of mass 10 gram means mass of the bullet is 10 gram means 10 upon 1000, 0.01 kilogram. Traveling horizontally with the velocity of 150 meter per second means the initial velocity of the bullet is 150 meter per second. Strikes a stationary wooden block and comes to rest means the final velocity of the bullet becomes 0 in 0.03 seconds. Time is 0.03 seconds. Calculate the distance of penetration means you need to calculate S. Fine. Also calculate the magnitude of force exerted by wooden block on bullet. Right? So we have the value of V, we have the value of U, we have the value of T and mass. Fine. So we can calculate the value of s by using equations of motion, but we don't have acceleration in this. First of all, you need to calculate the value of acceleration, v minus u upon t. Then use formula v square is equals to u square plus 2as to calculate the value of s by putting the value of acceleration and all these terms in this equation. Then F is equals to ma. We have the value of a, then we have the value of mass. Now put the values and calculate the values of these terms quickly. Solve it. Good. Just match your answers. Now look at the screen. So acceleration is v minus u upon t. The value of v is 0. The value of u is 150 and time is 0.03 seconds. Fine. 3 cuts with 150, it becomes minus 50. 0.03 means 100 and 200. If you shift the point to numerator, it becomes into 100. So 50 into 100, it becomes 5000 meter per second square. Right? Now put this value of acceleration in the third equation of motion. V is equals to u square plus 2as. The value of v is 0, u is 150, a is 5000, minus 5000. Right? So open the brackets. 150 square is 22500 and 5002 it becomes 10,000. When you shift this term to this side, it becomes positive. So 22500 upon 10,000, it becomes 2.25 meters. We have the value of acceleration. Just product of mass and acceleration, it becomes force. Mass is 0.01 into 5000, it becomes 50 Newton. Means upper 5000 upon 100 is minus 50 Newton. Check your answers.